Yes sir, what's good y'all? Welcome back to another video. Yo, I'm on a brand new diet. It's called the low protein high fiber diet. So starting off, we got some kale right over here, we got some endive leaves right over here, and lastly we got some premium Timothy hay. Now this says it's for pet food only, but I'm incorporating this into my diet. It's very underrated, super high in fiber and very low in protein. So this is a staple in my diet. I make sure I eat this every single day, and then I change up the veggies and the greens. You know, take a little bit of everything and just cut it up very finely. I've been trying to get Chero onto the diet too, but he can't leave his protein. So this diet's really good if you want to get huge, you want to have more muscle on your frame. My protein intake right now is about like 5 grams a day, and my fiber is around 100 grams a day. It might seem counterintuitive to all the research and, you know, all the years of bodybuilding that's out there where they show that protein is good for muscle synthesis, but trust me, this new diet is definitely superior to all those. It's way better for muscle synthesis. I chopped up all those veggies, I put on this shelf for the aesthetics, and now I'm going to top it off with some of that hay right over here. And then I'm just gonna add another tablespoon or 2 of water because it's kind of dry. This is probably around like 10 to 15 calories. And now that should be your end result. Time to dig in. All right, I'm obviously joking. This is not for me, but this is for someone very, very special. A new addition to the family once again. All right, so I want to introduce you guys to Pumpkin. He is a baby sulcata tortoise. These are the 3rd biggest tortoises in the world. They could live to around 50 to 150 years, and they could get big up to 150 pounds. But look how magnificent and look how cute this little baby is. So I wasn't planning on getting a tortoise right now. I really always wanted a tortoise. My actual dream is to have like a huge house with like a zoo in the back, have around like 50 to 60 animals, all reptiles, you know, goats, cows, and all that. But I went to a reptile expo. She's definitely captive, right?
Yeah, everything here.
Yeah.
Right? Like crazy.
But having a retake would be sick. How much is she?
How much is she?
Yeah.
$750.
And I saw this little guy and I was like, bro, I have to pick him up. Like, he is the cutest thing ever. I believe he's around like 3 to 4 months old. But what I was saying earlier about the diet, these tortoises eat a very high fiber and very low protein diet. They barely have any protein in their diet. So let me give him his food and then I'll show you guys how he eats. It's like so cute. Alright, so this is how his enclosure looks right now. I know it's kind of small. I have a much bigger enclosure. I'm just trying to get him used to like me and eating, and I want to make sure I could observe him before I put him in there. But we got his humidity hide, and we got another hide over there. We got his water bowl, some fake plants, he knocked them over. We got a basking light right over here, and then we got a UVB light right over there. He is the brand new addition to the family. So as of now, we have a total of 7 animals. I got 4 cats, 2 snakes, and 1 tortoise. All right, y'all, so I'm getting ready to go to the gym, but before I go to the gym, I got an Amazon package delivered to me, and I just wanted to show you guys what I got. It's a little gym accessory, but I've been excited to get one of these for so long. I actually got my wife this exact same thing on her birthday, and I posted a video of that, and I mentioned that when this item goes back on sale, I definitely want to get my hands on this. It just arrived. I've been super excited. I'm gonna open it up and show you guys exactly what I got. So I got the Bose Quiet Comfort headphones. This color, I believe, is sandstone or sandstorm. So just a little backstory. I've never actually had over-the-ear headphones. I've always been using my AirPods. These are the AirPods Pro 2, and these are great. Like, I love these headphones. The noise cancellation is superb. The audio is really good. The only issue I have with these is when I'm working out, especially during my mid-workout, when I'm sweaty, they tend to fall out, especially on leg days or any type of movement that I do with my head facing down. So it does get annoying, and I'm a germaphobe. So when it touches the gym floor, it's really hard for me to put it back in my ear. But also a couple days ago, I bought these, the Beat Studio Pros. These headphones are actually so aesthetic. They look so nice. The only issue with these are the first day I got them, I wore them to the gym for an hour. It was fine. I got home, I wore them to play Fortnite. And also, yeah, I got my headphones to play Fortnite because these are my gaming headphones. And let's just say Fortnite is somewhat rage inducing. These fell apart. I kind of smashed them, to be honest. I needed headphones for Fortnite, and I also needed headphones, over the ear headphones, for the gym. So when I was playing Fortnite for like 2-3 hours, they just started hurting my ears because they don't like cover your ears. They sit on top of your ears. And then even after that, when I went to sleep, my ears were still hurting. I'm gonna return these. I only wore these for a day, and then I got the Bose Quiet Comfort headphones because I've tried my wives and they're amazing. They fit really good. The noise cancellation is really good. Both of these headphones are like 50% off on Black Friday. So this one I think costs like $360. I got it for $170. This one also costs around like $360. I got this one for $200. Let's unbox these headphones. Let me take this out. Now, that's the case it comes in. Ooh. What y'all think? How do they look? I was watching a ton of headphone reviews, like literally binge watching them all night, and people were like, these are the best for the gym and just daily use because of how comfortable they are. You can wear this for a long time, and they also come with this headphone jack, so I could plug this into my PS5 controller, and this is the charging cable, I believe. But yeah, the case is really nice. It's like a good travel size case. But also I wanted to speak on this since I got headphones. You might be thinking, you know, I got headphones to listen to music, but that is not the case. I stopped listening to music for the last couple months, and I just wanted to share why I stopped and hopefully influenced you guys to also stop. We have to remember that we're very easily influenced. The things we hear, the things we watch, and the things that we speak out affect who we are as a person internally, spiritually, mentally, and then it trickles down to your whole perspective on life. So what does that have to do with music? Music is very toxic, man. Music will bring these emotions and feelings out of you which are not true, which have nothing to do with your life, but because of what you're listening to, you will feel those emotions, and they will lead you to committing sins or lead you to making mistakes or becoming a person that you're really not. I've dealt with that in the past. I have stopped listening to music for a while and then got back on it. You know, that's like a battle I go with. Inshallah, this time, you know, I want to put an end to listening to music forever. Even when I hear a song in public or when I hear a song when I'm scrolling through TikTok or Instagram, I try my best to mute it because it's very enticing. It's like very deceiving. You listen to it for a little bit and then it just drags you in and you're like, oh, this actually sounds really good. I want to hear what song this is. And then you go through that domino effect where you're just listening to another song and another song. And personally, I've experienced music impacting me in a negative way, especially when it comes to like rap and hip hop. All they talk about is negative shit, man. They talk about, you know, harming other people, consuming drugs, you know, women, fitna, alcohol, all these things which are forbidden in Islam. And there's a reason why they are forbidden. And I found myself when I was listening to music, I was getting closer to these sins, and these sins felt more normalized than they should have. And even when I would commit a certain sin, it didn't feel as bad because the songs that I was listening to, they were promoting those things, they were promoting those actions, and they were hyping it up as if like doing those actions make you a better person. And that's what I mean by music is deceiving. I'm not gonna try to act like I'm a perfect person. I still, you know, battle with music. I listen to music for a certain period of time, then I stop, and then I listen, then I stop. There's so many better things to listen than music, you know, like hear a podcast, you know, listen to Quran, listen to nasheeds, or even watch a YouTube video if you need to at the gym. Sometimes I'll just watch a YouTube video and work out. Now that might not be the most productive, you might take longer rest breaks, but that's still better than listening to some brain rotting, rage inducing nonsense, just gibberish, you know. And especially the music nowadays, bro, like the rap and music nowadays is absolutely trash, bro. Every single artist now is so bad. Back in the days, you know, the music at least had some meaning behind it. Some songs would have some sort of positive meaning, you know, hyping yourself up, but still within that, they said a lot of haram stuff and a lot of stuff we don't believe in Islam. But nowadays is literally just like saying random words. There's no coherence. It just write whatever you want, send it to the engineer, make them make it sound good, and release it on a good beat. So that's my little take on music and why you shouldn't listen to music. I'm about to take my pre-workout and then let's head to the gym for this nasty arm pump. Alright, so to start off this arm day, I'm going to start with some triceps. I'm going to do a superset with tricep row pushdowns, and then I'm going to go behind the head, prioritize my triceps, and then hit my buys. And over here, I'm going to be doing a total of 5 sets. This is a new dip machine they got at this gym. What's inconvenient about it is the seat leans a little too forward. So I feel like the angle is more chest biased, but I wish it was more upright. And also another thing about dip machines, I wish every dip machine has a seat belt attached to it, because when the weight gets heavier, your butt lifts off of the seat. But over here we got 3 sets. This is my last set. Alright, moving on, some easy bar curls. And to help me isolate my biceps, I like leaning towards a platform. I wish this was a little higher so it could kind of be like an arm blaster, but that just prevents you from using momentum in the set. I'm gonna do some hammer curls using the rope on the cable machine. For this one, I'm gonna be going heavy and going till failure. So put it at 65, see how that feels. Yo, these headphones are mad nice though. What y'all think, bro? Alright, y'all, let's check out this arm pump. Honestly, not the best workout. I was feeling hella nauseous. I don't know if I got it on camera, but I was literally gagging. And before the workout, I actually threw up a little bit. So in total, we hit around like 6 to 7 sets for both my triceps and my biceps. But let's see how this pump looks. Honestly, the pump is looking much better than I anticipated. I felt really flat during the workout. And like I said, I felt nauseous, so the workout didn't feel that effective. But that just to show you, if you push every set till failure or close to failure, you're gonna get the work in. I'll show you guys a little bit of the midsection. I just have a little left, my bottom ab right there. But you know, I'm not annoyed about that because it's also the end of the day. You know, I've been drinking a gallon of water a day. A little more water retention, a little bit more fat over here. But when I wake up in the morning, I'm usually a lot more shredded and lean. But overall, like I said, decent pump. Got my work in, got my brand new headphones. Can't complain, alhamdulillah, we're blessed, man. We're always blessed. It's crazy to think how privileged we are. Y'all gotta realize that if you're born in America or any first world country, you're very lucky, bro. You're very privileged. We didn't have no say where we wanted to be born. Allah just picked us and we were born in this country with so many opportunities. We could have been born in these other countries that are going through war, that are going through genocide, that are going through starvation, hunger, famine, poverty. So we should make an effort to be grateful every single day. Because Shaitan says, ثُمَّ لَآتِيَنَّهُم مِّن بَيْنِ أَيْدِيهِمْ وَمِنْ خَلْفِهِمْ وَعَنْ أَيْمَانِهِمْ وَعَنْ شَمَائِلِهِمْ وَلَا تَجِدُ أَكْثَرَهُمْ شَاكِرِينَ. At the end of this verse, he's basically saying, I'm gonna lead the disbelievers to be ungrateful. So being grateful is one of the biggest priorities that we should all remember. Because all the privileges that we have all came from Allah. You know, none of this comes without Allah. If I was in a country that's going through war right now, free Palestine, free Sudan, free Congo, you know, inshallah, Allah brings peace to all those countries, I wouldn't be able to make this content. I wouldn't be able to have all the animals I have. I wouldn't be able to buy these headphones. I wouldn't be able to live a life that I just did today because of the hardship that they're going through. And I need to be more grateful, and we all need to be more mindful of how much Allah has given us, regardless of what you think, because what happens is we compare ourselves to people we see on social media, people that we see with a lot of money, a lot of wealth, and you're like, damn bro, I need to level up, you know, I need to make more money. And that's good to have goals and aspirations, but that shouldn't lead you to be ungrateful for what you already have. And who other than Allah deserves our thank you and deserves us to be grateful towards, because he's the one that gave us everything. There's no one else in this world that can give you what Allah doesn't want to give you, or take away from you from what Allah doesn't want to take away from you. So to conclude this video, I feel like that's the message I want to have for this video. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys enjoy the workout. I hope you guys like seeing Pumpkin. I'll keep you guys updated in a future video. I'll show you guys all my pets, all my animals, how I feed them, you know, my routine. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys like this video. We're almost at 500 subscribers. Inshallah, we can get to 500 before the end of this year. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have an amazing, blessed night. Peace.